The silent reason seniors stop burning fat. Have you ever wondered why your body seems to rebel against you after 60? The same diet and exercise routines that worked perfectly in your 30s, 40s, or even early 50s suddenly seem ineffective. You eat clean, you walk daily, maybe even hit the gym, yet the scale barely moves, and that stubborn belly fat just won't leave. You might think you're doing something wrong, but in reality, it's your metabolism that's quietly shifted gears. This isn't about lack of willpower. It's about biology. The main culprit is a natural decline in something called your basal metabolic rate, BMR, the number of calories your body burns just to keep you alive, breathing, digesting, and maintaining your organs. After age 30, this rate starts dropping by roughly 1 to 2% per decade. By the time you reach your 60s, your body burns hundreds of calories less per day than it used to, even if your lifestyle hasn't changed at all. But why does that happen? A big part of the answer lies in sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. Muscle isn't just for strength or appearance, it's a metabolically active tissue. That means the more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns even at rest. Every pound of muscle burns 6 to 10 calories a day doing nothing, while a pound of fat burns only about 2 calories. As we age, we naturally lose muscle, up to 8% per decade after 30, and the rate can double after 60 if we're not actively working to maintain it. Less muscle equals fewer calories burned equals slower metabolism, but muscle loss isn't the only player. Hormonal changes also add fuel to the fire. Levels of growth hormone, testosterone, and estrogen, depending on gender, start to drop, leading to slower fat mobilization. Thyroid activity may decline subtly, lowering metabolic speed. Insulin sensitivity weakens, making it easier for your body to store sugar as fat rather than burn it for fuel. Add to that years of accumulated stress, medications that impact hormones, and often less sleep, and you have the perfect recipe for a metabolism that's stuck in park. Yet the story doesn't end there, because once you understand why the slowdown happens, you can begin to reverse it. 2. The spark plug of metabolism. Minerals that power fat burning. Let's move from the why to the how. You might think fixing your metabolism is only about diet or workouts, but those are just inputs. The real magic happens inside your cells, where nutrients are transformed into usable energy. And this transformation depends heavily on something most people overlook: minerals. Think of your metabolism as a complex engine. You can have the best fuel, healthy food, and the best maintenance, exercise. But if you're missing the spark plugs, that engine will sputter and stall. Minerals are those spark plugs. They don't provide energy themselves, but they allow the chemical reactions that create energy to happen efficiently. In scientific terms, they act as cofactors, helper molecules that activate enzymes responsible for energy production, fat breakdown, and muscle function. Here's how a few key minerals play their part. Iodine fuels thyroid hormone production. These hormones, T3 and T4, act as the thermostat of your metabolism, setting the pace at which you burn calories. Too little iodine, and your thyroid slows down, which means slower fat burning. Chromium improves the way your body handles sugar by enhancing insulin sensitivity. This helps prevent blood sugar spikes that lead to fat storage. Zinc supports testosterone and growth hormone levels, crucial for maintaining lean muscle mass. Iron delivers oxygen to your cells, which they need to oxidize burn fat efficiently. Selenium protects your thyroid gland from oxidative stress, ensuring steady hormone production. Each one of these minerals is important, but there's one that stands above them all. The one mineral most directly tied to your energy, metabolism, and fat-burning ability. That mineral is magnesium. 3. The number one mineral that reactivates fat burning, magnesium. If your metabolism were a car, magnesium would be the ignition key. Without it, you could have the best fuel and even a powerful engine, but it simply wouldn't start. Magnesium is often called the master mineral because it's involved in more than 300 biochemical reactions in your body. These include processes that control muscle function, nerve communication, blood sugar balance, heart rhythm, and most importantly, energy production. Yet despite its importance, research shows that nearly half of adults, especially seniors, are magnesium deficient. Why? Because modern diets and lifestyles quietly strip it away. Magnesium is found in foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, but decades of soil depletion have drastically lowered the mineral content of these foods. Add in processed foods, medications like diuretics and antacids, which deplete magnesium, and reduced absorption with age, and deficiency becomes almost inevitable. But why is magnesium so critical for fat burning? It all comes down to ATP, adenosine triphosphate, your body's energy currency. Every cell in your body runs on ATP. Here's the catch. ATP isn't active unless it's bound to magnesium. Without magnesium, your cells literally can't use energy, no matter how much food you eat. That means low magnesium equals sluggish cells equals sluggish metabolism. It's like trying to run a power plant without electricity. Your body slows down energy production, fat-burning enzymes become less efficient, and insulin resistance rises, creating the perfect storm for weight gain and fatigue. This is why magnesium deficiency is often called the hidden cause of metabolic slowdown, because it affects nearly every system involved in burning fat. 4. How magnesium restores your fat furnace. Once you begin restoring magnesium levels, the internal transformation is profound. It's like flipping the on switch for your metabolism again. Here's how it works on multiple levels. 1. Boosts cellular energy, ATP production. Magnesium's most vital job is to help your cells produce and use ATP efficiently. When your cells have enough energy, every process, from digestion to fat oxidation, runs more smoothly. You feel more energetic, more motivated to move, and your resting metabolic rate rises naturally. 2. Improves insulin sensitivity. Magnesium acts as a gatekeeper for glucose. It helps insulin transport sugar from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be used for energy rather than stored as fat. When magnesium is low, your cells resist insulin's signal, leaving more sugar in your blood, which not only promotes fat storage, especially belly fat, but also increases the risk of diabetes. Several studies show that magnesium supplementation can improve insulin sensitivity by up to 30%, particularly in older adults. 3. Reduces inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the biggest metabolic blockers in aging. It creates a feedback loop where your body's fat-burning systems shut down as it tries to protect itself from cellular stress. Magnesium helps lower key inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. When inflammation decreases, your cells can focus on energy metabolism instead of firefighting internal stress. 4. Supports muscle function and strength. Magnesium is essential for muscle contraction and relaxation, making it vital for mobility, strength, and physical performance. By maintaining and improving muscle health, magnesium indirectly supports a higher metabolism. Remember, muscle is your biggest calorie-burning tissue. The more you maintain, the more fat you burn, even while resting. 5. Promotes better sleep and stress. Recovery cortisol, your primary stress hormone, is a major fat storage signal. High cortisol levels tell your body to hold on to energy for survival. Magnesium calms your nervous system, helping you sleep better and reducing stress-driven cortisol spikes. A subtle but powerful way to encourage fat loss. 5. Signs you might be magnesium deficient. You may not realize how magnesium deficiency can disguise itself as other issues. Some of the most common signs include constant fatigue, even after good sleep, muscle cramps or twitching trouble, sleeping or waking up at night, anxiety or irritability, sugar cravings, irregular heartbeat or high blood pressure, poor digestion or constipation. If you notice several of these symptoms, it's worth discussing magnesium levels with your healthcare provider or trying to increase magnesium-rich foods and supplementation with guidance. 6. The best ways to restore magnesium. Naturally. While magnesium supplements exist, the foundation should always be food first. Some of the best natural sources include leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard nuts and seeds, almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, oats, beans and legumes, black beans, chickpeas, lentils, dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao. A delicious magnesium boost. If your diet isn't enough or absorption is low, magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate are gentle, bioavailable supplement forms that work well for most people. Avoid cheap forms like magnesium oxide, which have low absorption and can cause digestive issues. 7. The bottom line, reignite your metabolism from within. Slowed fat burning after 60 isn't destiny, it's chemistry. Once you understand that your metabolism isn't broken, just underpowered, you can begin to take the right steps to revive it. By rebuilding your magnesium levels, supporting your muscles, improving insulin response, and calming inflammation, you can turn your body back into an efficient energy-burning machine, one that feels vibrant, strong, and alive again. Remember, your metabolism doesn't vanish with age, it just needs the right spark to reignite, and that spark starts with magnesium. 8. Morning routine to ignite. Fat burning after 60. If you want to keep your metabolism running strong, how you start your day matters more than you think. After 60, your body's metabolic rhythms become more sensitive to small daily cues, what you eat, when you move, and even how you hydrate in the first few hours after waking. A sluggish or stressful start can keep your metabolism in sleep mode for hours, but the right morning routine can flip the switch and turn your body into a fat-burning, energy-producing machine all day long. Here's a simple but science-backed morning routine that sets the stage for steady energy, sharper focus, and better fat metabolism. Step 1. Hydrate first, before coffee or tea. When you wake up, your body is naturally in a mild state of dehydration. You've lost fluids through breathing and light sweating overnight, and your cells are craving water to kickstart all metabolic processes. Start your day with at least 500 to 700 milliliters, 2 to 3 cups, of plain or mineral water. This rehydrates your cells, boosts digestion, and literally wakes up your metabolism. Studies show that drinking water first thing in the morning can raise metabolic rate by up to 30% for the next hour. Pro tip: add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to your water. The salt provides trace minerals, including magnesium, and the lemon supports digestion and liver function, both key for fat metabolism. Avoid reaching for coffee before hydrating. Caffeine is a mild diuretic and can worsen dehydration if consumed on an empty stomach. Once you've rehydrated, then enjoy your morning cup guilt-free. Step 2. Eat a protein and magnesium-rich breakfast. Breakfast sets the metabolic tone for the rest of your day. After fasting overnight, your body is primed to absorb nutrients that stabilize blood sugar and provide lasting energy. Unfortunately, most common breakfasts, toast, cereal, juice, or muffins, are loaded with sugar and refined carbs that cause insulin spikes. This signals your body to store fat instead of burn it. Instead, focus on a breakfast that is rich in protein for muscle preservation and appetite control, high in magnesium and healthy fats for energy and hormonal balance, low in refined sugars to prevent mid-morning crashes. Here are a few simple options. Option 1. Power plate. 2 eggs for protein and choline. Sautéed spinach, rich in magnesium. And half an avocado, healthy fats and potassium. Option 2. Morning smoothie. Blend Greek yogurt, half a banana, a tablespoon of almond butter, and a handful of spinach or kale. Add a few chia seeds for fiber and omega-3s. Option 3. Oat bowl upgrade. Old-fashioned oats with pumpkin seeds, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and almond milk. The seeds add magnesium and zinc, while cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar. Pro tip: if your appetite is light in the morning, even a small smoothie or handful of nuts with green tea is better than skipping breakfast entirely. Fasting too long after 60 can sometimes slow metabolism further, especially if muscle mass is low. 9. Warnings: avoid these common mistakes. Even though magnesium and a balanced lifestyle can work wonders for your metabolism, there are some traps many people over 60 fall into when they start making changes. Avoiding these will help you get the best results safely and effectively. Mistake 1. Thinking more is better with magnesium. While magnesium is essential, too much can cause digestive issues like diarrhea, cramping, or nausea, especially with poorly absorbed forms like magnesium oxide. Stick to the recommended dosage, usually 200 to 400 milligrams per day, depending on your needs and product type. If you're new to supplementation, start low and increase gradually. Pro tip: magnesium glycinate and citrate are gentler forms with high absorption. Avoid megadoses unless advised by your healthcare provider. Mistake 2. Treating magnesium as a magic pill. Magnesium is not a miracle drug. It's a catalyst. It unlocks the body's natural fat-burning potential, but it can't override an unhealthy diet, chronic stress, or inactivity. Think of magnesium as the foundation stone. Once it's in place, your other healthy habits, nutrition, sleep, exercise, suddenly start working more effectively. If you're still consuming refined carbs, processed foods, or skipping movement, magnesium can only do so much. Combine it with protein-rich meals to preserve muscle, regular movement to activate metabolism, quality sleep to regulate hormones. That's when real transformation begins. 10. The lifelong blueprint: turning magnesium into a daily metabolic habit. Reactivating your metabolism isn't a one-time event, it's a journey. The true power of magnesium comes when you integrate it into your daily rhythm, not as a supplement you occasionally take, but as a lifestyle element that nourishes your energy, muscle, and longevity. Here's how to make magnesium a lifelong ally in your fat-burning journey. 1. Build a metabolism-first mindset. Instead of chasing short-term weight loss, focus on metabolic health. That means eating to fuel your cells, not restrict them. Moving your body every day, even lightly. Prioritizing sleep and stress management. When your metabolism works efficiently, weight management becomes a side effect, not a struggle. 2. Create a magnesium-friendly meal pattern. You don't need fancy supplements to stay magnesium-rich. Use food as your foundation. Here's a daily template. Breakfast: eggs, spinach, avocado, or smoothie with almond butter. Lunch: grilled chicken or lentils with leafy greens and brown rice. Snack: handful of pumpkin seeds or a square of dark chocolate. Dinner: salmon with steamed broccoli and quinoa. Every meal here contains a natural magnesium source, keeping your levels consistent all day long. 3. Pair magnesium with movement magnesium, and movement works synergistically. Exercise helps push magnesium into your muscle cells, where it's needed for contraction, repair, and growth. Try this simple 3-step rhythm. Hydrate, move, eat magnesium-rich meal. This sequence amplifies nutrient absorption and maintains a steady metabolic rhythm. Final words: your second chance at metabolism. Your 60s can be your most energetic decade yet, not your slowest. So, start simple. Drink your morning water, Eat your magnesium-rich meals. Move daily. Rest deeply. Let your metabolism remember what it was born to do. Burn energy, build strength, and keep you alive with power. Comment below if you're ready to reignite your metabolism, and subscribe for more senior health tips, simple routines, and science-backed wellness insights designed for vibrant living after 60.